Alright guys, welcome back to the SOAL Review. This is episode 6, and this week we got Glock with Glaucoma, Stream of Thoughts 2 with Black Thought and Salam Remy, and last but not least, we have one of my favorite groups of all time, The Diplomats with Diplomatic Ties. You are tuned in to the SOAL Review, episode 6. We are here at where we at Power 104.4, the Underground. Make sure you follow Styles_NEMH. And we're gonna get this thing started, man. Let's get it started. So the intern talking to his girlfriend at work.
I will dock your pay.
Alright, so Stream of Thoughts 2, Black Thought and Salam Remy. If y'all don't know these two guys, you've been sleeping under a rock. Salam Remy is probably one of the prolific producers of our time. He's very underrated though. Did a lot of Amy Winehouse, a lot of Nas, a lot of old school stuff that we all love. So they dropped the album, Stream of Thoughts, and right off the bat, I'm giving it 6 rings. This was probably the most lyrical album of this year. We had a lot of music, a lot of good music, but this was like every single bar was just hitting. He's talking about important stuff. He's getting straight to the point. It's only like 23 minutes, like 9 songs, and everything is just banging, banging, banging. So shout out to Black Thought and Salam Remy putting out this crazy project, and that's gonna get 6 rings. Standout songs from Stream of Thoughts 2. We have Conception.
Look, I am no fashion model, but I got fresh for photographers. The camel coat had the collar up.
We have How to Hold the Chopper, and we have Streets. Go check that out. Alright, so classic group finally came back together. Diplomats. They came out with Diplomatic Ties, and I have to say that I was slightly disappointed. I'm giving this album a cool 4 stars. I've never really listened to Jim Jones. I've always liked Cam and Juelz especially, but I found myself waiting for the Jim Jones verses. I don't know what's going on with Juelz. He ain't been the same in years. And Cam, I felt like was not really into the project. I think he's doing so much other stuff that he's like, all right, I want to go and do this Diplomats album. All right, come on, let's go. So that's what I felt. That's the energy I felt from it. They got Tory Lanez on there though. They got a couple joints. All right, so the Dipset and Lock song, that was definitely a standout. That was dope. Uptown.
Who them boys, everybody wanna be Dipset. Who them boys, all them bitches wanna meet Dipset. Who them boys,
that was a crazy, like, that brought me way back to like Harlem. I felt real Harlem when I listened to that. And By Any Means, and then the outro with Umkasa. I haven't heard Umkasa in like forever, so he was going off on that outro. So yeah, Diplomatic Ties, 4 rings. That's it. That's all. Alright, so we got Glock. Glock is Young Dolph's artist, signed to Paper Route Empire, and I believe they're related. I think they're cousins, and they sound almost identical. Glock has like the same exact ad-libs as Young Dolph. I actually think it's hilarious, but you know, if your formula works, you duplicate it, you use it, and especially now in this day and age, that's the game. Before, when I was growing up, it was like you had to be different or else people didn't care. But nowadays, it's almost like if you can kind of be your own person but have the same similar sound, people are gonna take to it and like it. So, but all in all, it was a dope album. I give it 4 rings. He could have put a lot more effort into it though, but for what it was, I think it was dope. It's a lot of the records sound the same, which I'm not surprised. A lot of the beat selection was very, very the same, but it was like a couple joints. It was a couple joints that I was like, okay, he got somebody that got a musical ear was in for those or produced those. Standout songs, we have Dope, Talk My Shit, Crazy.
Paper place, but I got expensive taste. Yeah, I'm a walking bank, bitch, I get it every day. Pull up
and Once Upon a Time. Key Glock, Glaucoma, 4 rings. We out. Alright, so we've come to the end of another episode of the SOAL Review, episode 6. I got it right this time. So, we talked about Key Glock with Glaucoma. We talked about Stream of Thoughts 2, Black Thought and Salam Remy. We talked about Diplomats with Diplomatic Ties. And that's it, man. Next week, I really will actually 6ix9ine dropped today, so we're gonna talk about him next week. And who else? Oh, Meek Mill. Meek Mill got an album coming out, Championships. Anything else you heard?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Oh, Mariah Carey dropped the album Caution. I don't think I got past the 3rd record, but it's all good. We still love you, Mariah. Come on, do something. I don't know. Do something. Go back to JD. That's what you need to do. You need to go back to Jermaine Dupri, and y'all need to go and lock it in the lab.
Old dirty bastard.
And old.
That's messed up.
You get his son though. His son looks exactly like him, but I don't know if I don't even know if he raps. But yeah, that's it, man. SOAL Review episode 6. Tune in next week. Subscribe, like, comment. Follow me on Instagram, SOALWORLD. Make sure you follow Styles_NEMH. Make sure you follow the station at Power 104.4. That's it. The SOAL Review episode 6. We out.